Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode.
Hello.
Oh, that's a very friendly hello. And you're gonna have to speak up a little bit more because
Okay.
we're outside, and I
Okay.
think the road's gotten a little busier since a few minutes ago. Well, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, we are on Amanda's first official trip since finishing up treatment,
Yes.
or at least having her pause right now. I guess
Pause.
it's
It's
not
a pause.
completion. Yeah, it's a pause on treatment. How does it feel to get out of town and get on the road?
So far, so good. I definitely had some sad moments yesterday, just because it was something that was feeling normal, and then sometimes normal scary,
Mm.
and then when
In what way?
um I sometimes normal happens when like I'm having just like a really good day, and there's admittedly like a few days where I just completely forget that I have or had cancer, and then like it creeps up on me as like, whoa, like this is still a thing, and this is still happening, and it's still so new. And so I had a few moments sitting around our friend's dinner table that was just felt rough and hard. And also, not to mention the reason why our friend isn't here is, as in the sense of like she's not physically here right now, is her father, who's like a father to me, is in the hospital. So it's kind of like a very strange full circle.
Yeah, I would imagine, for the last 3 months, you've really, in many ways, been in this cocoon that's been the medical system.
Yeah.
I mean, you spent all in total close to 4 weeks of 24-hour periods inside of hospitals, overnights in hospitals. We've been to, I mean, if you count the hospital stays plus then the visits afterwards, so we've been to, in the last 3 months, probably what, 80 different doctor's appointments, if at least.
Just say that.
At least, because he was probably averaging at least, yeah, probably averaging close to one a day. There, some days there was two, so probably 80 doctor's appointments. You've been doing constant treatment, save for a couple days, and then all of a sudden it just stops.
Yeah.
And we were even talking about that. It's so strange that it just stops, and there's no, hey, how you doing, or is there things that you should watch for,
Yeah.
things that might be kind of strange, because you were talking about a couple days ago how your head was itching, and we were trying to figure out if that was just some weird side effect of radiation, or your hair was starting to grow back,
Yeah.
or whatnot.
Or yeah, both.
Yeah, or all the above, or none of the above, or just
Right.
just some sort of imagined weird thing that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's different going back to normal, and then some of those hard moments come up because we were talking about it last night. Of you just you experience the normalcy a little different, right? Those conversations, and they're those, you realize how precious they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just sitting and listening to people.
Right. Right. Or even just like seeing friends, and sometimes it doesn't like feel, like things have changed. Like it's really hard to have a conversation with someone and then not be like, how you doing? Like, I'm sorry that you have this situation and this, like it's almost like that's a formality. Like I always have to get out, and then things are back to normal.
So many people too, I think, though, they say that because they love you so much.
Right.
And I think also they're almost kind of, I want to use this word, bamboozled. I'm not using it in context. So shocked that you are doing as well as you are. So for them, I think it's almost this, wait, no, how are you really doing? Because you're animated, you're happy, you're joyous, you're healthy, you're vibrant, you're moving around.
Slowly.
It's slowly,
If you saw me in the parking lot, that was definitely not my. I didn't know how to maneuver certain things.
So another thing that's really interesting with Amanda is going back into the world. She has some depth perception changes.
Yeah.
So driving, she gets really nervous driving. A couple times she almost jumped in the back seat. Even today, we were coming down a corner. Somebody ran a stop sign, obviously scary stuff, but it wasn't nearly as scary as she reacted, where she kind of turned her whole body and braced, and because to her it seems like everything is so much closer than it really is. And then going out into a crowded grocery store like today,
Yes.
where it's beeping and lots of noise and lots of people and it's overwhelming, and there's cars and half the people are on their phones looking down, not paying attention.
Well, I think another thing too is, you know, it's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's this weird reality thing. Is like, you used to live here. Now we live together. And seeing a store that we've seen thousands of times, and now it's different and we're in a different place. It almost like is even more, like a little more confusing. Like, oh, like this used to be, I mean, I used to go to this store all the time, and it's not the reality that we have now, right? Like,
Yeah.
where we have this different location that we're into, and I clearly I love where we live, but it's just it's like another thing that's not normal. And two, like another thing is when you lived here, and I mean, it feels like a Friday. Well, it is a Friday.
It is Friday. It's Friday. It
If
feels
I
like
am
it.
in this like a Saturday, it feels like a Saturday, and I know exactly what I would be doing right now. I would have either done a hike and then bar 3, or bar 3, and I can't even, and like it's so, what?
You'd be ordering Rusty's pizza,
That, yes, but I mean, it's
going and getting some sort of pastry.
no, but like even, yes, like getting this, like getting a pastry, and then also getting like my famous like matcha drink that I love in Santa Barbara, and it's just it's not in the game plan for a long time. And it's just so weird that these things that used to feel so normal are like, it's almost like a past life.
Yeah, it is. There's an exchange that happens.
Yeah.
But we were talking about this morning. So our friend's house that we stay in, they don't have a TV here, which is really quite cool, because when we sat down and had dinner together last night,
That's probably why I was crying. There's no TV.
but I think that's it. But that's my point, is you were able to be present with your feelings, present with one another. You didn't just go in front of a TV and distract yourself.
Yeah.
And while you felt sad, we were able to talk through the feelings.
Yeah.
You were able to, cry it out and really kind of articulate stuff you were going through, which is so important, because otherwise you would have that would have been there, but it would have been beneath the surface, because you had just gone and masked it with something else.
Yep.
And
Show.
yeah, exactly. But I think that's really awesome. And so, whether you're going through cancer treatment or you're just trying to better your life, that's something of merit to consider. Is, my goodness, how much stuff are we masking because distraction is so abundant?
Mm-hmm.
And what a beautiful change it is to just turn off and tune into yourself, or to those who you're lucky enough to share part of life with.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. You have anything else to add? I think we should start wrapping up, because the sun's coming up and the back of your head that's naked is getting exposed. And so we need to go get a hat on that thing.
Perfect.
Anything else to say?
Okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you always for being such a part of this journey. Your love, your support, your prayers, your well wishes, your good energy you continue to send our way. It has been so vital. We feel it. We receive it. We are grateful for it. And I really do believe that is a huge contributor to Amanda doing as well as she is. So we just love and appreciate each of you, and we look forward to sharing with you all again here in the near future. Bye-bye.
Bye.